Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our online lesson for tonight. So, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is good. You're in good health, you're in good shape, you're staying at home, and you're actually learning from home. Okay? So, today we have a very interesting topic, something which is a kind of bonus when it comes to paper 2. All right. So we'll be looking into information transfer, which is in section A for paper 2 for the English language paper. Okay. Now, before we begin our lesson, there are some ground rules which I would like to tell you. Okay. The first thing is you need your laptop or your mobile. And of course, you have it right now since you're viewing me through this. Okay. The next thing is you need your notebook because you'll be taking down notes where all the information which are important to you, which will help you, which will guide you in answering this section for today. The next thing is you need a quiet environment, something which I always emphasize in my lesson. Okay, when you're in a quiet environment, that's when you are fully concentrating. Okay, and another important rule will be when you are using the chat box. Okay, remember, you need to use the chat box only for positive comments and, of course, to ask questions. That is the reason that you are here today. If you don't understand something, ask questions. Okay, so I do not want to see anyone chatting with your friends. Okay, because I want to teach you tonight something which will actually benefit you when it comes to your section A, information transfer. Okay, one more exciting thing which I would like to share with you is something which you have been asking me for quite some time. Okay, so what is it? Do you know what is it? Yes. Okay, so today we will be having a quiz. All right, so this is the example of the certificate that you will be receiving today if you answer my quiz correctly. All right. So all the answers are going to be in our lesson today. Okay. So you have to wait till the lesson ends, and then I will share a link to you where it will be only open for 1 hour. Okay. I'm going to repeat myself. The link will be open for 1 hour, for an hour only. Okay, for you to answer. And if you have managed to answer successfully, this is the certificate that you will be receiving today. All right? Okay, so I hope that whatever that we're doing today will be beneficial for you. As I always tell you that the more you learn, the more you earn. Okay, so without further ado, shall we start our lesson for today? Okay, so get ready. Right, so for today, we will be looking into section A, which is information transfer. Okay, now this is very important because it is actually, I would say, a bonus question when it comes to your section A, paper 2. Okay, for your English language paper 2. Okay, something is which is quite easy to tackle so that you can actually grasp, you can actually get all the marks that is given. Now, many people, many students tend to take advantage of this section because they think, oh, it's very easy, I can just score it just like that. But remember, there are techniques into scoring this section. Okay? All right, so let's go into our section A. Are you ready? So I hope you're ready because I do not want you to miss out on any of the information which is being shared today with you. All right? Okay, so let's start. Now, where do you actually find this question? Okay, you see a lot of text being given towards you. Okay, but when it comes to transferring information, okay, the main thing is you will be transferring a linear text into a non-linear text. Now, do you know what is a linear and a non-linear text? I'm sure your teacher would have explained to you right beforehand. Now, linear text is full of words. Okay, you have a lot of words, a text with words. Non-linear, for example, map, a timetable, an advertisement, and all that. So these are the examples of section A text that you will be transferring into. Okay, and another one will be a non-linear into a linear text. Maybe you have a map and you're supposed to transfer the information from the map into the text. Okay, into a written text. So these are the examples, the two types that you may receive in your examination or a practice as well. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so let's look into section A. What are we going to do today? We'll be focusing on elimination and bracket techniques. Okay, now this is a technique which I always do with my students. Okay, and I always tell them that they need to actually go through this. I'm sorry. Okay, this will be better. Yeah. They need to go through these techniques to actually grasp the information, to actually get the information, to actually select the information that is being given to them. Okay, now the next one will be selecting and placing information correctly. Now, once you have already eliminated and you have put in your brackets, okay, you need to select them correctly. All right, as you're doing your bracket technique, you will select and then you will be placing the information. Now, is it going to be in the first answer? Is it going to be in the second answer or the third, fourth, or fifth? Okay. The next one will be transferring the information appropriately. Okay, meaning when you have already got all the answers, you've already identified all your answers, the process of transferring the information is the most important part. Okay, this is where you need to be very careful. And today we'll be looking into this. Okay, don't worry, I am going to guide you. Okay, so don't worry, I'm there for you. Okay, the next one would be comprehending general rules. Okay, now this is the first part that we'll be looking into today. All right, before going into our activity. Now, there are many rules, all right, when it comes to section A. Don't worry, just because the word rules is there, okay, it's going to be, oh, you don't get confused, don't get scared, okay, don't get nervous, because it is actually something which you will actually get into it, okay, you would actually understand it without any problem. Okay, all right, moving on. Right, so like I told you, we will be looking into the general rules in section A. Now, when it comes to information transfer, okay, yeah, as a frog, can you see the frog on the right hand side? As the frog is telling, you have to listen carefully. All right, now, the first thing is your spelling. Okay, when it comes to spelling, you have to write in a legible handwriting. Okay, what is the meaning of legible? Legible means neat handwriting. Okay, your handwriting has to be neat and viewable. Okay, that means the person who is looking at your handwriting, they are able to actually read your handwriting. Okay, you got that? So I'm going to show you some examples here. Okay, now if you look at this, okay, there are two types of handwriting of the same word, the word apple. Okay, now which one is the one that you can actually read? Which one you understand better? Is it picture number 1 or picture number 2? Which one do you think it is? Come on, tell me. All right, you're correct. Now, if you look at this, picture number 1 is correct. It's something which is visible. Okay, you can actually see the word. Okay, compared to picture number 2. Okay, so when you are writing, your handwriting has to be viewable. Okay, it can be read. For example, the first picture, all right, apple. Can you see the word letter A, the letter P, P, L, and E? Now, this is actually a basic thing, okay, when it comes to handwriting, all right? It's a basic thing that you have been learning since kindergarten. Okay, now if you look at picture number 2, as you can see, can you look at the letter A? Does that look like an A to you? No, right? It looks like U. Yes. So please avoid writing like this. Okay? All right. Good job, everybody. So I see all of you are actually understanding what is happening and you are all typing in your chat box the answer. Good job. This is what we want. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Still under spelling. Now, spelling the words correctly. Okay. Now, this is a very common thing, okay, a common error that always occurs when it comes to writing. Okay, now, so we are going to look at some examples, okay, of the correct ones and the wrong ones. Okay, so let's look at this word. Okay, what word is that? Can you read? Yes, competition. Now, if you look at the spelling over here, there is something wrong here. This is actually the spelling when it comes to BM, right? So you are actually confused because the word shin, right? Competition. All right, so it doesn't go according to the spelling rule. So the right word would be competition. Okay, so it is Tion. All right, now the next word will be welcome. As you can see, something is wrong there. CEM, it is wrongly spelled. All right, so this is the correct spelling. Okay, right, the next one would be writing. This, I'm going to tell you something here, okay, students. This is the most common word that is being spelled wrongly in the English language. Okay, writing, because when we pronounce the word writing, okay, you always stress on the T. That's why many students tend to write double T over here. Okay, so what is the right spelling for writing? Can anybody tell me? Come on, type it. What do you think it is? That's right. Good job, guys. It is writing. All right. So there's only a single T, one T over there. Okay, let's go to the next one. The word tomatoes. As you can see, the spelling here, it is tomatoes. Okay, so what is missing over here? There's something wrong here. There you go. You have actually missed the word E, the letter E there. All right, so it is tomatoes. Okay, and the last one, this is also the most word which is actually spelled wrongly. Okay, so look at the word school. All right, as you pronounce it, it is correct, school, but it's actually wrong by spelling, school. Okay, now why is this important? Because if you tend to make mistakes when it comes to spelling words, okay, can you see the arrow that is going down? Yes, you will actually be marked down. Okay, what is the meaning of marked down? Okay, it means you will lose marks. Okay, automatically, all right, automatically the marks will be deducted. Okay, so we should not go there. All right, we do not want that to happen, do we? Okay, let's go to the next one. Still under spelling. Now, just now, you lose marks, as in 1 mark. But this one, you tend to get something else. Okay. All right. Let's see. What word is this? Can you read this word? I can't read it. Okay. It's congrution. Okay. I have no idea. All right. It is actually congratulations, but it is spelled wrongly. And at the same time, it brings a different meaning. Okay. All right. So let's look at the next one. Dition. What is dition? Anybody knows what's the meaning of dition? No. Okay. It is actually decision. All right. So misspelled words. Okay. The next one will be graduate. Graduate. Okay. Graduates. All right. And the next one is interested. Yes. This is also another word which is always spelled wrongly by our students. Okay. So please be very careful, as spelling would be interested. Okay. All right. And another one, yes, we always see this in your notebooks. Okay. The spelling of the month, February. All right. You always tend to spell it in your BM. Okay. In your Malay language. February. Okay. It is actually February. Okay. And the way you pronounce it is also different. Okay. All right. So when you tend to come up with this kind of spelling, what happens? Yes, 0. You lose all your marks. Okay. And we do not want you to be sitting here and crying. All right. So make sure these are the common words that actually occur, that actually comes in your section A for your information transfer most of the time. So you have to be very careful with this kind of words. Okay. All right. Now we will look into capital letters. Okay, when we talk about capital letters, okay, the first thing is when you are going to write in your information transfer section A, you will have to be very careful, because if you're using capital letters, most of them will be proper nouns. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Now, as you know, proper nouns, we have people, animal, place, and things. These are the categories. Okay, I'm going to show you some examples that we should avoid, that we should not do. Okay, and what are the corrections? Okay, what is the right way when it comes to writing in capital letters? Now, always what I tend to see, okay, is everything will be in capital, especially the title, the person's name, uh, a place, okay, and all that. So these are the things that we should be very careful with. Okay, all right. Let's look at the first one. Under people, we have the word Jack. So Jack is a person. Okay, he's under people. All right. Now, if you look here, the letter J, okay, is in lowercase. All right. So this is not correct, because the name of a person is actually proper nouns. It should be written in uppercase. Okay. Now, if you look at the second word, it is correct. But if you look at the K, it is in capital. Okay. A lot of students, I know, your K, your C, and all, you have to be very careful, because like I told you, the first thing, your handwriting. Okay. That is the first rule. Your handwriting must be very careful. Okay. It must be very neat, so that we actually can distinguish between the capital and the lowercase. Okay. So what is the right way? There you go. So J is a capital letter. A, C, K are all in lowercase. Very good. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's look at the next one. Animal. The name of a animal. For example, Chomel. If you have a cat, okay, and you named it Chomel, so can you see the same error here, all in small letter, which is wrong. Okay. And the next one here, we have C in capital and O is in lowercase, but everything else in capital letter. So that is also wrong. Okay, the right way is Chomel. Yes. C, capital, and the rest are in small letter. Okay, let's move on with place. Yes, this is very common. Okay, something which is very common, not only when it comes to your section A, in your section B, your section C, and other subjects as well. This is what you tend to do. Okay, so when you're writing the name of a school, all right, if you look at the SJK, and then in bracket we have the word T, the letter T. Okay, Valencia. So it's the name of a school, SJKT Valencia. Now, the wrong ones are like this. You cannot write, because you must be very careful when it comes to this letters over here. Okay, now it has to be, how does it has to be? It has to be like this, all right? Everything in capital, and then the word, the letter V for the word Valencia. Okay, that is only going to be in uppercase. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Do not tend to write everything in capital. That is not the right way to do it. Okay, the next one, under things, we have English language, society. So the same mistake again as the word place. All right, everything will be in small letter, which is wrong. Okay, and everything in capital letter is also wrong. Okay, this is actually when you're transferring, this is the common mistakes that you tend to do. So this is how you're supposed to write the E, the L, and the S only in capital. So we have for English language, society. Now please be very careful, because later on when you're answering your quiz, you have to be very careful. Okay, all these are going to be there. All right. The next one would be add-ons. Okay, what is the meaning of add-ons? That means adding words before the answer. Now, sometimes when you've already chosen your answer, you need to add certain words in front of it. Okay, so the first one would be, we're looking into prepositions. Okay, all right. Do you know what prepositions are? Do you? Yes, you should know by now. Okay, so we'll be looking into at. Now, when do we use at? Okay, the first thing is for a place. All right, at the office. So we will add the word at when it comes to a place. Okay, and the next one would be for time, at 8:30 p.m. Now, please be very careful when you are writing the time, especially p.m. All right, you need to remember when you're writing, it has to be 8:30, the number, the digits, have a space, the P, the dot, M, dot. Okay, remember this very carefully. All right, okay, so we use at when it comes to place and time. All right, the next one for on. All right, you'll be using for days. For example, the competition is on Sunday. All right, so you have to add on for the day. All right, the next one would be in, which we'll be using for months. Okay, for example, we will receive the books in June. All right, you cannot use at June, on June, under June. Okay, you cannot do that. All right, you are not supposed to do that. All right, so the right way is, the right word would be in June. All right, the next one is by. Now this is very common. All right, we use this when it comes to due dates. Okay, now for example, please send your names by 23rd May 2020. So this is a due date. All right, so you need to send your names by this date here. All right, so please be aware of all this. All right, this is very important when it comes to adding on your words before the answer. All right, so under prepositions, these are the most common ones. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, articles. All right, so we'll be looking into a, all right, which is used for consonants. For example, next, add a spoon of sugar. Okay, so we have to add the article a. All right, now this is very important when you're actually transferring your information. Okay, the next one would be N, all right, which is used for a vowel. For example, preparation is very important for an athlete. Okay, so we have an athlete. All right, okay, the next one is the, which is more towards specific words. Okay, something which is specific. All right, so we will receive the books in June. So you're referring to the specific books and we use the. Now this one is very important. Okay, articles and prepositions are very important because nowadays we do not get simple text. Okay, because it has been almost a couple of years since the format has been introduced. So you have to be aware of these words. They're going to make it a little tough coming years. Okay. Okay. The next one is for the dash. Zero article. All right. Now, we will use it mostly for names when it comes to section A. So, for example, please send your form by 23rd May to Mr. Chan. So you don't put anything in front of Mr. Chan. You don't put a, you don't put a N, you don't put a the. Nothing comes here. Okay? I hope this is very clear for you. All right. So as I told you, the rules are a lot, but as you go on, you will know. Okay. Symbols that are used in information transfer. The first one would be something you always see. Yes, the dash. Okay, can you see the dash over here? All right. Now, when you are using symbol, it actually means there is a word there. Okay. Now, for example, when you use for your date, okay, the thing is, when it comes to date, yes, there you go. All right. 23rd, and then you have a dash. All right. 25th June. So it is actually trying to say, there you go, the word from 23rd until 25th June. So this is the example over here. All right, remember the dash when it comes for the date, you use this. It will be from. You will always begin with the word from 23rd until 25th June 2020. Okay, did you get that? Okay, all right. Let's go to the next one, which is time. All right, when you have a dash in time. Okay, right. So we have 1 p.m. and then we have a dash 3 p.m. So this means it will be, again, we have the word from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So remember this. Okay, so it is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, did you get that? Okay, good job. Let's move on to the next one, which is under days. It is the same concept. All right, so we have Monday, and then we have the word dash here. We have a dash to Friday. So it means the same as time. For example, the course will be from Monday to Sunday. Okay? Did you get that? All right, good job, guys. All right. Okay. The next symbol we'll be looking into is a comma. Okay? Okay. Now, when you have a list of words, okay, and you see the commas over here. Can you see these commas? All right. So we have apples, comma, oranges, comma, kiwis, comma, grapes. Now the word, okay, that is actually going to represent this comma is the word and. Okay, you need the word and. Okay, so we have apples, comma, oranges, comma, kiwis, and grapes. Okay, So please be very careful when it comes to the list, okay, which we'll be looking into later when we come to our exercise. Okay, the next one. No comma. When there is no comma, all right, for example, you just have the words by itself, but you got to put it into the text. So what happens here is you add an and. All right, you add the word and. So it is water and shock resistant. Okay? All right, did you get it? Okay. All right, now we will be going into our exercise. Okay, so before you go into our exercise, I hope you have actually understood all the general rules of answering into section A when you're transferring your information. Okay, all right, now the thing is, we have a few steps when it comes to actually doing our information transfer. Okay, now the first one would be you need to read. Okay, so what are you going to read? Yes, we will go into it. And the next one will be eliminate, bracket, and transfer. So we have the REBT concept here, where first you read what is given to you, and then you eliminate, and then you put up your brackets, and then you transfer. Okay? So, are you ready to actually go into the activity that we have prepared for you for today? So, if you are, make sure you have your pencils, your notebooks or your test pads, and the heart to actually learn whatever that we are doing today. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, all right, so the activity that we'll be looking into is this one over here. Okay, so as you can see, we'll be talking about fruit juice. Okay, and over here we have how to make mixed fruit juice. Okay, so this is the text. So you're transferring, okay, from this one over here into a linear text. So a non-linear into a linear text. Okay? All right. So step one. Are you ready? Okay. So as I said, read the text or the notes given. Okay? So these are the texts. All right? So we have to go through it. All right. So making mixed fruit juice. And then we have the ingredients over here. All right. And what are the things that we have here? We have fresh lemon, improved flavor of the juice. All right. And then we have the steps into doing it. Okay. Wash and cut all the fruits, appropriate sizes. Make sure juicer clean. And can you see a comma there? Right. And can you see a dash? All right. Well sanitized. Okay. Switch on juicer. All right. Put in the fruits. Okay. All right. The next one are the tips. So fine strainer. And then we have a dash. Clearer juice. Okay. And then drink fast. And then we have a dash. And best nutrients. So the first thing is to actually go through whatever that is given to you. Okay. Go through the notes first. All right. So that is actually step one, which is read. Okay. Now, don't worry. This is going to be very fast. We will be ending very soon. Okay. The next one will be into step two. All right. So what is step two? Can anybody tell me what is step two? Step one is read. What about step two? Yes. Step two is eliminate. So we are going to eliminate. What is the meaning of eliminate? Can anybody tell me? Okay. Yes. It means to cut out, okay, to strike out. That means you remove the information. Now, what information are you going to remove? Right, you're going to remove the information that is already there. Okay, whatever that is already given to you. Now, how do you do this? Okay, remember your notes, all right? And then remember the text given. Okay, good. So we are going to compare. We're going to have this and we are going to cut out together. Okay. Now, how are you going to cut out? Is you will be reading the text over here and cutting the information that is already here. Okay. All right. So let's start. So you can enjoy fresh mixed fruits juice in the comfort of your home by making your own. So as you can see, the phrase making your own is already here. You're going to be making the own fruit juice. So let's eliminate the word. Okay, so we have already cut it out. Yes. And the next one, select a few fresh fruits such as, so the word fresh here, and I'm going to cut the word fresh here. Okay? All right. The next one, you can get a lemon to juice together. Two. So the word lemon, and I'm going to cut the word lemon here as well. There you go. All right. Fresh lemon, all cut. Right. All right. And then the next one, we're going to go, when you see the word firstly, all right, that means you're going into your steps already. So firstly, wash all the fruits. Okay. So I'm going to cut it out. Yeah, wash all the fruits. Then cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi. All right, so the word cut here. Cut again. Okay, there you go. Can you see what's going on over here? Yeah, we're actually eliminating the information. Okay, that will fit into the juicer. Make sure the juicer, you have it over here, right? Cut it out. Okay, is before you use it. Switch on the juicer, and we have this one here, and put in the fruit slowly. So both information over here, cut it out. Okay. Use a fine strainer for clearer juice. And we know this information is over here. So cut it out again. And it is best to drink it immediately after juicing. Now, the word immediate means fast, quickly, right? So there you go. Cut it out. Okay. That wasn't very difficult, right? So this is how you actually cut out all the information first. You eliminate them because these are the ones that we should not concentrate on because those are not going to be your answers. Okay? So moving on to step 3. Bracket the keywords. Exactly. So you have already eliminated everything. Okay? Whatever that is already in the text. Now we're going to put in our brackets. Okay? So let's look again. All right. So as you can see, select a few fresh fruits such as is actually giving the example of what fruits are there, right? So the word such as and types of fruits. Let's put in a bracket. And as you are putting your bracket there, we already know that this is the information that we are going to be placing under number 1. So why don't you just write the number 1 here? Okay? Okay. All right. The next one would be, you can get a lemon juice to juice together to, all right. So remember the lemon, fresh lemon. So what is this for? To what? Okay. Improve flavor of the juice. So I'm going to bracket this. And remember, this is for number 2. All right. Because I want to place the answers correctly. So I'm going to put the number 2 here. Okay? Okay, the next one would be for number 3. Then cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi. All right, how are you supposed to cut them? All right, so we have here, yes, appropriate sizes. And remember, there is a dash in front here. All right, don't forget the dash. All right, so that is for number 3. Okay, the next one for number 4, make sure the juicer is. Right, so we have cut that out already. So what must you do here? Bracket that. The word is refers to this one. So clean, and you see a comma there. Okay. All right, well, sanitized. All right. So the next one, the last one. See, this is getting easier, right? And don't forget your number. All right, number 4. The last one would be, it is best to drink it immediately after juicing to get. To get what? All right, so to get best nutrients. That will be for number 5. Now, these are the steps you get, okay, that you need to grasp so that when you are actually getting your information correctly, you wouldn't have a problem later on into step 4, where you will be transferring the information. Okay, so you already know where are the answers going to go. For example, can you see this is for number 1? So I know this is going to be here. And number 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. So I won't be confused. Okay. Now somebody is asking over there, what is appropriate size? The word appropriate means correct. Okay, the correct size. Okay, now you have to cut into small pieces, correct or not? All right. If not, how are you going to be, juicing it into your juicer? All right. So you have to put it into appropriate sizes. Okay. All right. Now let's go to step 4, the last step, where you transfer the information. Okay. So here we have got everything done from step 1 until step 5. So we are going to transfer the information now. Okay, so as you can see, apples, oranges, seedless grapes, kiwis. We are going to put this over here. But as you are transferring, you have to read the sentence again, all right? Such as you have to put it into the sentence style, okay? Because in a sentence, all right, your words need to be correct. All right, you cannot just put in your dashes, your commas, just for the sake of putting it in. All right, remember we went through the general rules. Okay, all right, so let's put them in. All right, so we have apples. There you go. And I don't forget the comma, the first comma. And we have oranges, another comma. Seedless grapes. Okay, seedless grapes. And the last comma is going to change into what word? Can you tell me? The last comma is going to be, yes, very good. It's going to be the word and kiwis. Very good. All right, you're actually getting it. I told you, right? This is actually very easy. All right. Okay, the next one, let's go to number 2. So we have improved flavor of the juice. Now this is very empty, all right? So if you look at the sentence, you can get a lemon to juice together to, okay, we have the word improve. Now I'm going to add an article over here. Now the article to refer to this specific flavor. So I've mentioned specific. So meaning the word would be the. All right, the flavor of the juice. So to improve the flavor of the juice. Okay, very good. Okay, now for number 3. Okay, cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi. Okay, we have the word appropriate sizes. So what preposition are you going to use? Yes, into. All right, into appropriate sizes. All right, simple, right? Okay. See, you know why is it simple? Because you actually have gone through step 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so putting in your answer, transferring your answer now is actually very simple. Okay, so for number 4, clean, well sanitized. All right, now look at the comma over here. So we have 2 words. How is the comma going to work? What is going to happen to that comma? Yes, it is going to be the word and. So clean and well sanitized or sanitized. Okay? Okay. For number 5, the last one, best nutrients. Okay? To get best nutrients. So referring to the specific nutrients. I've mentioned the word specific again. Yes, you got it right. The best nutrients. Okay? Wow. And you just completed your section A. Just like that. Okay? In simple 4 steps only. All right? So again, come on, let's look. We have done the first step. All right? What is the first step? Read. Correct? So we have read the notes, the information given. Step 2, what do? We eliminate. And step 3, what do we do in step 3? Yes, we put a bracket. Okay? And step 4, we transfer the information. That's all. All right? So good job, everybody. All right. So when it comes to section A, information transfer, I hope there won't be any problems for you, okay? Or any confusion, all right? Because we have already gone through the steps, and these steps are the ones that are going to actually help you get into grasping all the information that we have done today, and of course, to score the best. All right. So today we have gone through elimination and bracket techniques, as what I've already taught you, selecting and placing the information. So we have selected the information correctly, and we have placed them correctly accordingly to where it is supposed to be. All right. The next one will be transferring the information. So when you transfer it, you must transfer it into the correct sentence structure. Okay. All right. And the last one will be comprehend general rules. Now, this one is the most important one, something which you need to understand to allow you to go through the 4 steps that we just did just now. Okay? So I hope our section A information transfer lesson today is actually good. Okay, and has given you so much of input and information and tips, tricks, okay, on how to actually tackle this section. All right. So I want to say thank you for actually being here up to this hour, okay, and sitting in front of your laptop and your mobile to actually learn something. All right. So good job, everybody. Give a clap, give a pat on your back. All right. So I hope whatever that we have did today is good. Okay. Something which needs practice all the time, and whatever that you're doing has to actually mean something. All right. All right. So remember, I told you something. Yes. So before we end our lesson, I am going to show the link to the quiz. Okay. Remember, I'm going to show you the link to the quiz. All right. And remember that the quiz is only going to be open for 1 hour. Remember, 1 hour. Okay. After that, you cannot send in your answers already. Okay. You cannot send in your answers tomorrow. Okay. So please make sure you answer them within 1 hour. So at 10 p.m., the link cannot be accessed. All right. So if you look at the screen, okay, now that is the link given. All right. So the link is tiny.cc/VIJAYAMALAR VJM quiz, QUIZ number 1. Okay, so that is the quiz. All right. Did you get it? Okay, can you just write it down somewhere, or you can actually just jot it down in your notebook or in your test pad or something. All right. Now remember, this is the quiz given. It's going to be open for 1 hour. And once you have answered the quiz, all right, you will be eligible for your certificate. Okay. And make sure when you are writing your name, all right, make sure you write it in a capital letter. Okay, so that it would look good in your certificate. Okay, all right. Now, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, all right, this is the time. Okay, because I see a lot of you are actually, telling me that it was a clear explanation and everybody is happy to be here today. And a lot of you are actually interested in my class. So very good. All right. And yeah, thank you, teacher. It was a very good explanation. My doubt has been cleared in your lesson. I don't have any questions. Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear. So I'm really appreciating this kind of comments. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for your tips. You are welcome. All right. It was a great and interesting class. I spent my time usefully. Yes. Now, this is the aim of why this class is being done. Okay. Because we want to make use of our time and make sure that the time is actually spent for something that is beneficial for you. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So I hope I'm going to show you the link again. All right. So this is the link. All right. So make sure you go into the link and answer the quiz. Make sure you answer it correctly, and then you're eligible for a certificate. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of positive vibes here. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So the next class will be anytime soon. So you just got to wait. Now, how are you going to know when will the next class be? All right. Can you see the link over down there? That is actually, all right, the notification that is running below the screen. Yes, you can actually go to my channel and you can click the bell button to receive all the updates. And you can also view the previous videos, okay, that we did on other lessons. All right. So you can click on all the pages that is there. All right. So thank you so much. I hope you guys had a great time on listening and also practicing together with me on section A, information transfer. All right. All right. Bye.